All right, let's get some people time to come on. This is James with Reality 101 and Mac Time tonight. Let's talk about, you all know what I want to talk about, what's going on with President Donald Trump, what happened today. So we're going to give people time to come on and we're going to talk about it. Y'all doing all right tonight? All right, let's give it just a few seconds, give some people time to come on. Come on, give people time to come on tonight. Yeah, we're going to talk about what's going on with President Donald J. Trump, what happened today. See, can I bring something in here? Let's see what happened here. So I hope everyone is doing okay tonight. Time. Hope everyone is doing okay. All right, we're going to title this video tonight is President Donald J. Trump really that powerful? My answer gonna be yes. But let me start the video off by saying this first. Most people that's gonna is very nice gonna view this video know I'm a Trump guy. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Democrat. I'm more of an independent thinker. But let me say this. Most people say Donald Trump wouldn't even shake your hand. He don't care about you. Let me share something with you. He don't have to shake my hand. He don't have to care about me. But I still care about the job he done as a president for 4 years. Because everything I was told and taught coming up during my lifespan, Trump made it happen. Trump gave me hope. Out of all 46 presidents, Trump showed me that life can work for all people. But a lot of you all didn't get it because they damaged and gave you so much bad information about President Donald Trump. I don't care if I walked in the room, I said this 1,000 times tonight, and catch President Donald Trump in the bed with my wife. Let me say it again. I don't care if I walked in the room tonight and caught President Donald J. Trump in the bed with my wife. He would still, my opinion, go down as the greatest president ever in my lifetime. And I don't think anyone can come behind him and take that away. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. But to me, that's a fact to me that he's the best. President Donald J. Trump. So when you all get to saying, nigga, he don't care about you, he wouldn't shake your hand. Look, I used to be a Dallas Cowboy fan for years. I never shook one person's on the team or owner or a GM hand, but they were still my team. Buffalo is my team now. I never shook one of them hand. I never met one player, owner, GM, but they still my team. We get this thing so we can kill a person's spirit about what someone don't care for you or feel about you. That don't make a difference. It's what they're doing that I like that draw them to me. Just like singers or anything else, people play in movies, you get attached to them. They part of you. Red Fox is gone. That was my best TV show. And Gunsmoke, Mac Dillon dead and gone. But they still my favorite all-time TV shows, and no one can never place those. So I'm just trying to get a point to you all before I start talking what we're gonna talk about tonight. I don't give a damn about who shake my hand and who care about me, because I'm not following fame. That's not who I am. I feed off of if I'm a gratitated to them or I like what they're doing. And the 4 years President Donald J. Trump was in office, I love the guy. And plus, he was sent by God. And people still don't hear that. They still get upset about that. What happened today shows you that that's what's going on. All this stuff is happening now. I told you all it was going to happen. That ain't the end, Eric. That ain't the end, Eric, what's going to happen with Trump. Because who he is, and he keep fighting. He keep fighting. He keep fighting. But y'all can't see that, most people, because you can't think for yourself. That's why they're trying to get rid of him. But I will say this. People who in the court system having problems, like your son, your daughter, based on what happened today, everybody in America should be scared as hell. Unprecedented thing that happened today, what they did to President Donald J. Trump. He got power. People are still following him. I will never quit following him. If he get locked up, he's still the best president that I know. Nothing changed. And it's a lot more people feel the same way that I feel. And people know it. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They trying to take this country in a different direction. And a lot of you damn fools don't even see it. Y'all sitting there supporting what's going on instead of getting behind the man. I know a couple of people here in Memphis, Tennessee probably could have won an election, but you know what they done? They walked away from President Donald Trump because someone, the chief of staff, came to town. They didn't want to be a part of that. So they picked it. Somebody else had something that they went to. So therefore, they wouldn't have to attend. I think Mark Nell is the chief of staff for Trump because of January the 6th. I'm telling you, people, you better stand up and fight. At least get this man to 2024. Because he's the only thing standing in the way of this country moving in a different direction that you all don't want it to move in. What happened today with President Donald Trump shouldn't have never happened. Now they saying the president didn't know about it. The Attorney General, they all knew about it. They all knew about it. You want to know why? Because the people that's spending this money to take this country in a different direction, they tired of him. They tired of Trump. They tired of people like me following. I don't care what happened. I still gonna love President Donald Trump. I'm gonna pray for him just like I pray for the president in office now. This stuff is going on in our country. People, it's not right. I don't care what race of person you are, people you are, male, female, what nationality. It ain't right what's going on, and we scared and we sitting back and we won't say anything. If you can go raid the house of the president, how many people you think that had a raid by the FBI or the police department that wasn't fair, wasn't right? Midterm elections coming up, November. I've been telling people something similar to this gonna happen. I had been telling people they're probably going to arrest him without no evidence, but they go talk to some of you people in the news meeting and they just walk with it. They just walk with it. They just walk with it without no facts. That's why I'm on here tonight, because this black guy, Willie D, I can't think of the rap group he used to be a part of back in the day, but they had a good group. He come out tonight and he blocked me because I went in on him. Everything he was spewing out to the people, it was wrong information. Well, you know he stole the election. They was bragging about it. He thought he was going to jail for that. People, do your homework. All that came out since Trump been gone. There was a lie put together by Hillary Clinton and her people and the FBI. It was a lie. But we still ain't proved that 2020 was stolen. We ain't proved that one yet because people are not talking about that. But you got folks on the other side got so much going on, Joe and his son. Every time they get hot on them, they make a move like this here. People, all I'm saying, all I've been taught all my life was to do the right thing and love your country. I'm just a guy that love my country and I want the right thing done. And I didn't say it this 1,000 times. I don't think Trump gonna run again. I hope he don't. Because God showed it to me clear as day. They're gonna try to assassinate him. After this here, hanging over him, and they don't make it through November, that's the next thing. All you got to do is look. Listen to God. He's telling us. And I keep telling you all, until we get it right with Trump, this country going to be in trouble, man. Unprecedented. I said it all through election. I said things they're doing to Trump is unprecedented. That's the high seat of America. And what they're doing, never been done to no other president. All this man did was show America that anybody who want it can have it. What you want. The things he done. But this is what get me. Have you ever just said thank you for what he done? You don't have to comment. You don't have to tell me nothing. It was better for you when Trump was in office until Cobra hit. That's the best time of your life for as a president. But you can't say it because you connected to people that won't accept that from you. You can't be a part of that group if you make a statement like that. I see people every day. They had it better then than they do now. And y'all still doubling down. Y'all still not saying nothing. It reminds me when you watch Roots back in the day and how black folks was treated. Black folks wouldn't fight. They wouldn't stand up for themselves until a guy named Martin Luther King came along. And that's the way we are now. No one wants to say nothing. Stand up and fight. You don't want to lose what you have. If it costs you your life, if it costs you to be in a state or a federal prison, if it costs you to be killed, you have to go with it. That's if you love your country. That's what you have to stand for. So the people who coming behind you, I won't say my kids and grandkids. I say all people. You got to stand and fight. You got to stand up against this thing, people. You don't have to go out in the street like the Democrats did the whole time Trump was in office, burn up people's stove, shoot up kids, shoot up polices and beat them down and blind them and handicap them. You ain't got to do all that. You can stand. You can hit those streets and stand. And take God with you. If you take God with you, it's going to work because he sent Trump. Don't be scared to lose. You got to stand. You got to stand. Yeah, it's politicians doing this, but it's people behind this, and they tied. Y'all go back and research some of these people's getting money to some of these politicians. They got their star by cutting people head off because that's the way they thought it should be. People, do your homework. Like y'all used to tell me in school, Jay McKenzie, you dumb, do your homework. Study. Damn it, you study now. Do your homework. It's sad what's going on in this country. I don't care who you are. That we stand here tonight and what happened today happened in this country. If they'd have had some evidence on Trump, they'd arrest him and locked his ass up a long time ago. It's all about the mid-election. If Joe ratings would have been in the 40s, what happened today would have never happened. But I'm here to tell you all, and I ain't going to be here to tell you all the time. God is unhappy because y'all done threw him away. We come up on the Bible. We come up believing God. Jesus was the begotten son. We come up on that. Y'all threw him away, but he's still here. You threw him away, but he's still here. Y'all got the answer for this, man. I'm telling you, man, when you press on Trump, I've been preaching this for 4 years. When they do what they did to Trump today, don't be surprised what happened. So when you hear about all this stuff happening, don't let it be a shock to you. Don't be saying, oh, what's going on? I'm telling you, man, and I keep saying this, I don't benefit nothing but trouble when I talk like this here. Don't nobody give me nothing. I ain't connected to nobody. I just love my country. And I love my black people and the poor people. Y'all missing it by being foolish. Don't be surprised what happened after what took place today. Y'all made a grandstand. I promise you, God gonna make a grandstand about what's going on. It's gonna be unprecedented, the move he gonna make. Leave Trump alone and beat him at the polls. If he want to run 2024, let him run. If he don't make it, or y'all find another way to take it again, the people will start bagging down. But for right now, they know that election wasn't fair. They know what you all been doing to the guy. I see it every day. Black and whites, Hispanics, Iranian guys own a store here in Bartlett. Said, James, they won't even tell the guy thank you for what he done. He said, my effing register ain't been the same since it been gone because people ain't got it like they used to. And y'all keep going with it, man. Whenever you follow something you know ain't right because you get a piece of the pie, you better think about the people that don't have, that you're messing over to get your pie. I'm telling y'all, man, this ground is finna shake in this country, man, the way y'all doing that, man. Y'all wanted one party. This country ain't never ran by one party. You wanted just to be Democrats. What happened to we negotiating? You trying to push out some other people, the Republicans, if they think like Trump, like I do, or like Trump, which I don't think like Trump. I just like the man because I give credit to where it's due. We loved him before he came president. We loved him when he was on The Apprentice. All we talked about, man, what you think about Trump? That's all he hung with was black folks. I still want somebody to tell me why didn't Snoop, Shaq, Steve Harvey, well, Steve Harvey tried. Y'all cut his head off so quick. He got back on that side, man, and he's still wearing them out every day. And he just wanted to talk to him for the poll like me. It's crazy, man, how y'all do, man. Y'all sell out. y'all can fight. Everything our four people fought for to get us where we at today, y'all and gave it back to them. The same way they're acting in this country today, it's the same way niggas was done back in the day. It's that simple, man. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care. I ain't gonna get out there and protest. I ain't finna shoot at nobody. I ain't finna jump on nobody. I just speak my mind. That's it. That's it. But if me speaking the way I speak get me in trouble, so be it. Because I can't live every day seeing what happened. Because people are living with false hope. And y'all still don't catch it. Best president ever. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you none of the other 45 kids. The best president this country had for all people was Donald J. Trump. I don't give a damn what you say. Sure, if my daddy was a president or my mama, my sister, my brother, I'm going to say, yeah, they was the best. No, they wouldn't. President Donald J. Trump was the best. You can call me crazy, whatever you want to. But I'm telling you the truth. What you guys doing, pushing this thing here ain't right. But I promise you, I never told you nothing wrong. But the election, and I didn't tell you that wrong. Keep living, you're going to see that election was stolen. They took it because they don't want him. Because he's in the way of the movement that we're moving to. And they don't want that movement. They don't want it for everybody. They want you to depend on them. The more you depend on us, we can have you crawling. Just like, back in the day when we didn't have no inside plumbing, we go behind the bushes and do number 2. And the next thing you see a dog come lick it up. I don't want to lick nobody's shit no more. I don't. I just want to live and do the right thing. Everything we was taught to love our country and to believe in God, it's been taken away from us, man. That's what I'm hurt about more than anything. Everything we was taught when I was out in the street getting into stuff, doing stuff I ain't have no business doing. You need to do better, Wayne. You need to do better, James. Now I'm doing better. It's wrong. Everything we was taught. I just sit back and tell my wife sometimes, what would our aunties, our grandmamas, and great-grandmamas say? Everything we was taught to believe and to stand for has been taken away. And you got this racist white man, so they call, fighting for what we was taught to believe. And now we be persecuted. So all the things we was taught, I get mad like, man, I wish I can talk to grandmama or uncle somebody. I need to let them know everything they told us was wrong. That's what it seems like. Everything we was taught. You got preachers still preaching today. Things they taught us and told us is no longer right, but now they on this side. I'm like, if you was preaching the Bible, how did it change? I'm telling my wife late at night, I said, have the Bible changed? I said, what's going on? She said, no, it ain't changed. I said, well, we was told this as a kid. The preacher preached this. He come out the Bible, word for word. I said, but now he's saying or she's saying it's wrong. What's going on, people? That's all. It's just a lot of people just like me. We confused. What happened to the markets of the United States? Let the people vote for who they want. So you're saying we're not smart enough to vote for who we want? It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. Man, we on some terrible ground now. I told you all the further they get close to November, closer you get to November, it was going to be a show out. Now you got the word that people heard about what happened to Trump. There might be some of them people that y'all been talking about. Now I got to watch and hell is I'm going to be in a place where I'm shooting at. And we wonder why people doing what they do. They confused. They don't know what to do. They've been told this, now it's wrong. If they want to follow Trump, let them follow Trump. Like I said before, I don't care if you don't run for president no more. I got one thing to do about Trump. I done said this 1,000 times too. When I die, I want to be buried in Trump gear. And I want on my casket, best president ever. I want to take it to my ground, to my grave. That's what I want to do. Call me ignorant, stupid, dumb, whatever you want to. That's your business. Tell me, what have he done wrong? What have he said? But I can go back and show you everything President Joe said was racist. And it gets me, man, with some of you all that uses us black people to get where you at. Perfect example. Charlemagne, national radio show. A couple months ago, he interviewed Kodak Black. And he asked him about Trump. Oh, man, Trump cool, man. I like old Trump. All right, I'm going to tell you one thing, Kodak. I always remember, people that do something good for you ain't good for you. I mean, the man got out of federal prison 2.5, 3 years early, and you gonna tell him that not to like Trump? But you got a show out here. Google it, people. He's doing some other things. Because Joe came on there and told him, if you can't be, you don't vote me, you ain't black. He got something out here, but he don't want Kodak to have anything. Miss Johnson, soon as she got out, the first question they want to know, do you support Trump? You got to remember, we had a black president. He didn't let her out. She been in there for 20-some years. So all I'm saying, people think what you're saying. They supposed to feel that way. If they like the man, let them like. They got a reason to. Hell, she been in there for 20-some years and shouldn't have did no time probably. And y'all mad, but she do a good job staying away from Trump name now. She do a good job of that. So y'all are in her ear. But why would y'all ask them to do that? It's just like, I'm finna lose everything I got. Somebody walk up because you don't like them and they didn't help me catch up on my bills. I supposed to dislike them? I got to have some love for them, man. They caught me up on my bills. If they want something, that's fine. I'm going to try to give them what they want. As long as they ain't out there to harm anybody. If they need me to help run a campaign, sure I will. They helped me caught up on my bills. You didn't help me. I just sat back and watched some of this stuff, man, and it just upset me. How black and white people game, but yet and still, they don't want you to say nothing. You just sit back and follow me. When I shit, you lick. No, you follow me and you lick. We crazy, man. We crazy. Country, man. Nobody stands up. I tell people all the time, stand but believe. Go for what you believe. You don't have to do violence like they did when Trump was in office. You can protest. You got a right to defend yourself. It's crazy, man. Crazy. 30 years ago, I wouldn't have cared. But I started taking in what my people, 4 people told me. And people told me, you need to get in line, man. You got a family. Make better decisions. Y'all get all this information. Y'all just run with it. Like Willie D, he was just spearing out stuff wasn't even true. You know, I'm like, and I kept going at him. And he finally got off track until he blocked me because I upset him. Because I was telling the truth. He just spearing for numbers, just spearing for numbers. Y'all like that. Find somebody to follow on Facebook or social media telling you the truth. Don't say stuff just to get a laugh. Do stuff that's going to help you better yourself and your family. You parents got these young guys staying in trouble. Y'all should be worried like hell tonight. If they go to the president house and do that to him, the FBI, think about what they're going to do to you. And guess what? People going to sit back. They ain't going to say nothing. They're going to just let it happen. They just going to let it happen. Then you look back, a lot of times people been charged and arrested. Now you be thinking like, man, which I've been thinking in a way, it wasn't right what they done. He didn't have what they say he had. Like stuff I've been a part of and what they said happened. I'm like, no, that ain't what happened. That's not the truth. But y'all run with it. Like if something come out about me, oh, y'all will love that. I'm sitting here at 10 o'clock, 5 minutes to 10, Central Time. Oh man, he was following a little girl down the street about 5 minutes to 10, knowing I'm live. You'll be trying to figure out, well, he did been over. No, he could. Yeah, he did it. He did it. No, but he was live. He couldn't have done it. I don't know. He's slick now. He's slick. He did it. They wouldn't have said he done it if he. That's because you don't like me. When you don't like something about somebody or like someone, anything people say, you're going to believe it. Go back, people. Before Trump said anything about president, most black people love Trump. Then he come in office. He can't help who want to support him. He had to have a base because you guys was brainwashed that he was a racist, but you didn't love him for all these years. I remember a local rapper here in Memphis. I won't even call his name. He said, man, I tried one night to get to Trump so bad, man, but them big guys was around him, man. I wanted to ask him how to invest my money. Man, I like Trump. He ain't did nothing. Well, you know his dad and them didn't want black folks staying in their houses, apartments. How many white people did back in the day? Not many. But you got a video in 92, 94. This was 6 to 7 what happened with Trump. Said he didn't want his kids to go into school with animals. Y'all forgot that. Come on, people. Come on, people. I don't have to be on here spewing stuff and talking. God gonna take care of it. Because when I lose sleep, I know stuff gonna happen. That's when I know it's coming. I've been telling y'all, leave that man alone. I don't know what he gonna do for president now. He might now. Y'all want him so bad. But what I'm scared of and what I'm upset about, people that don't have a good mind, don't think for themselves, that might love Trump. Innocent people gonna get hurt. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Because they feel like they losing. We got to have something in place in the country that everybody feel like they got a chance. All this stuff, if you think conservative, if you think Republican, you got to go to jail or you got to go down. People, that ain't the way it is. People can speak. It's nothing wrong with that. Now, when they go to taking these guns and putting stuff on here, what they finna do, yeah, you got to deal with that. But there's some people, man, go look at the TV now. All those folks at this house. I told you, I was in Washington, January the 6th. I didn't see nothing like that was going to happen. I left before everything happened. I went back, but they had it practiced under control. But you can see people there that would do anything for President Donald Trump. I know some people now that was a part of that. I called and told my wife, I said, man, they'll do anything for President Donald Trump. I said, I don't know. But I didn't see anything with violence. Everything I saw was nice. It was wonderful. I left because I don't do no marching. My wife marched for breast cancer. I don't believe in that. I mean, it's fine. That's what you want. I don't do marching. If I got it, I give to the cause. But that ain't who I am. I don't march. I just don't. It ain't. You can call me whatever you want. I just don't. I don't march and walk for nothing. I come support, but all that I just don't do. When I went there, I wasn't gonna do no marching. When he said that everybody was getting ready to go down or go whatever he said, I got in my car and went back to my hotel. I didn't see anything was going to happen. But if it would have, when I was there, I'd have ran the other way like hell. Because I'm from a small town that if you wouldn't have authorized to go, you don't go. Ain't no way in the hell I'd have went up in that Capitol building. It ain't that much love for Trump. I stand up, I speak my mind, but that's it. And if they get me in trouble, it gets me in trouble. But I ain't doing no violence. That ain't who I am. You can't get stuff done with violence. I think we should be big enough to sit down and talk it out and negotiate. All I'm saying, we got to have something in place representing everybody. It's just a matter of time when you got one kid you favor, this stuff gonna explode. And that's what this country about ready to do, to explode. And I just pray and hope that it don't happen, because we all got people we love and we don't want to get a call and say something happened. I'm just telling you, man, people upset of what's going on. They know that man ain't being treated right. I don't know what they found in his house today. I don't know. I'm just speaking as a whole. Everything was done with the rush, all that stuff. He kept telling you all there was a host. Y'all just got to have him. Whatever happens, just happen, man. I'm just telling you to think, man. Think. I don't gang anything by this. People don't speak to you because what you stand for. And which a lot of them deleted me off Facebook and blocked me. I'm glad they did, because they didn't like me in school. And let me share that with you. Most people didn't care for you in school. They don't care for you when you're grown. So the same relationship I had with people I went to school to grow up with, the same relationship I got now. You don't make me because you speak to me or see me. I didn't hang with your group then, and I don't need to hang with your group now. I'm just who I am. I just believe in living on truth, not false hope. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I don't want to hang with you. I don't want to hang with you. You feel the same way. I like Trump. Sure, there's other presidents I like. But what Trump did, he opened up for everybody. I know people got business now. They got them up under Trump. If something happened, and you can't disregard that, with that something happened in this country. And if for y'all to sit back and keep playing this party, and you know you done better when Trump was in office, all you got to do is speak out. You ain't got to fight. You ain't got to argue. If you can't dialogue, leave. But you got a right to defend yourself. You can dialogue with people. Stand up and say what you mean. You at work tomorrow, say, well, I tell you, I didn't vote for Trump, or I voted for Trump, but I did do better under Trump, me and my family. Because I can remember when Trump was in office, school clothes was popping. Now I'm struggling with school clothes. My car was paid. Now I'm struggling with my car. It just go on and on and on and on. Just take it for what it is, man. I'm just real. I can't be fake. I gain nothing. It's people right now calling me all types of names. My own family people. Guess what? So be it. I don't need them to make me complete. I can love them from a distance. When I was out there doing wrong, you was a knucklehead. I was a knucklehead. I'm still a knucklehead because I'm speaking. Me and my wife do okay. I don't have to be on here. We can just live and pay all the bills and keep living. It ain't about the Democrats, Republicans. All I'm saying is, man, it's got to be two parties. It always have been. You can't just take one party and tell other party go by. You can't beat people into a mission. It reminds me when I was coming up and how men used to beat their women's to make them be submissive and not mess with other men's and stuff. You can't beat nobody like a bully. You're a bully. James McKinney, you say it again, I'm gonna bust your mouth. You ain't gonna bully me, dude. You were gonna do it then, you ain't gonna do it now. That's all I'm saying. We can't bully people because when you bully people, eventually they're gonna get tired and somebody gonna explode. And what's going on in the country ain't right. This man gone, and they still out of him. Like I say, if President Joe Biden ratings would have been in the 40s, they wouldn't have messed with Trump. You need some fire. You need something to keep going. They gotta have something over the people head. Well, we raided this house on August the 9th, 2022. That case still holding on him. Why would you want to elect him and he might be going to jail? It's a game, people. It's a game. All y'all just done today was made Trump stronger. I just pray and hope nothing happened to him. I wish he would just go away and just live his life. But he's a fighter. But I tell you one thing. If he'd have been in office, I bet your grandma would have been home. I bet people done said it. I bet she know it. What's her name? Grana, Brenda Grana, whatever her name, the ball player, the tall lady. She'd have been home. Trump would have been in office. It is what it is, people. She'd have been home. She'd have been able to play in this season's almost over with. Almost playoff, not playoff now. She'd have been home. The guy got things done. You need a crazy man to deal with another crazy man. They wouldn't have went over. Russia wouldn't have went over if Trump was in office. China wouldn't have messed with Taiwan if he was in office. Guess what? China gonna hit Taiwan too. Especially if the Democrats keep the House and the Congress. They're gonna tie them up. They're gonna get them. That party don't walk with no strength, man. Come on. And let me say this right here to let you know I'm more than fair. I said it in Washington, D.C. on January the 6th before that stuff even happened because I left. I did a video in my car. I wish I wouldn't have deleted it. I told you all that long in our lifetime, and this is what I mean by national. I said the Republicans would never have the House. They will never have the Senate. They will never have the president. I said that. And some of you all remember that. Do I think they're going to take the House? And no. See, all this is not called for. They're not going to take the Senate. How it's going to get done, I don't know. You want to know why? Because the Republicans ain't got no fight in them. They ain't got no fight in them. All you got to do is throw a black line at them. All of them bag up. You being racist. They ain't willing to lose nothing. In order to win the fight that the Democrats has got going on, and I take my head off to anybody. And I go ahead and say this too tonight. I told y'all years ago. I said, you better find you some gay friends because they're going to be running things soon. 8-9 years later, they got their rights. Anybody can stand strong and fight for what they want like Trump. That's why I love Trump so much. The gays did it, and they got their right. They fought. They was fighting, and they got it. The Democrats are together. What they doing might not be right, but they sticking together. I have to take my head on to them because they fight. You conservatives and Republicans ain't got no fight in you. You ain't got no fight in you. In order to win what's going on today, you got to have some fight, man. Football season finna start up. Watch who wins those games. Who got the fight in them. That's it. Who got the fight? Democrats fight. They fight. I seen the people there. That's why I was telling people, my wife, I said, And reading, I'm wording it like this here because it wasn't many blacks, but it was blacks there, but not based on the white. I said, these white folks too nice. I said, I'm just looking for 3 days. I'm looking. That's why I told you I didn't see anything going on, which I wasn't supposed to because I wasn't part of that, what they were going to do. And they were just so nice. They were just so kind. Everywhere you go, just talking. Can we get a picture? Old people. Where you from, sir? Where you from? I said, man, they can't win now with this. Too kind. Then you got the ones in the Senate. I won't call some of them name. Congress too. They ain't got no fight in them. Ain't got no fight. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. I'm just being honest about it, man. Ain't no fight. I'm just a Trump guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Whenever somebody come along and you almost 60 years old and show you what people been telling you and it happened, just like a good wife or a good husband, a good boyfriend, good girlfriend. You've been dreaming for a good man, a good woman. All of a sudden they come along, you just overwhelmed because you've been wanting this. Where you been all this time? It's other presidents was good, but not like Trump. Trump showed everybody can have something. And the part of the day, no. You can have a little bit. Let me shit here. You eat this, you lick this, and I'm going to go here so the other person can get a little bit. The Republicans just want you to work and leave them the hell alone. That's it. We don't care what you have. Just don't bother ours. We want you to have so you won't bother us. People, y'all know I'm telling the truth, man. Anyway, I lost thought of what I want to really talk about, man. I just want to come on here. Like I say, man, I just want us to get along. I don't want nobody to get hurt, man. But when you go to take away people leader, man, you got problems, man. You just think about all the great leaders that's been killed and assassinated, and it can just be a game, members or whatever. You can't mess with their leaders, man. Yeah, that's just a no-no, man. You know, they'll sit there and talk with you and blunt with you, drink with you, whatever, party with you, but you don't mess with their leaders, man. Certain people, man, it's always one person in that crowd or that bunch is going to fight for them, man. You can have a parent with 3 or 4 kids. One of them kids ain't going to stand for you to talk to their mom and daddy like that. They just don't. It's always one. And you don't never know when it's going to happen. And you can't stop people from doing nothing, especially when you don't know what's coming. That's all I'm saying, man. I ain't on here to down the Democrats, Republicans. I just wish the Democrats to go back to where they used to be when I was coming up, man. You know, helped and fought and so on. It just like, man, and I miss them people, man. That back in the day, man, they took care of the poor. And they still do. It just got hidden motives now. It just something ain't right with that party now, man. I'm just telling you. And it's the same thing on the conservative side. They more believe in the word of God and want everybody to have, just long you don't bother theirs. But man, we gotta do better, man, because this ain't right, man. The way we treat President Donald Trump. I've been saying this, man, for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Yes, because he come in 16. I've been saying this for 6 years, man. When y'all mess with that dude, man, y'all messing with God, man. And I ain't trying to get God and sick God on nobody. I'm just telling you, man. And people who know the way God operate and work, I might have not worded it right, said some stuff, you know, curse here, then use God, because that kind of throw me off with people too. But at the end of the night, you know I'm right, man. You can't do it. You can't favor one kid and treat the other like Jack. You can't do it, man. Something gonna happen. You go back Cain and Abel and all that kind of stuff, man. You can't do it. Can't do it. You gotta let people decide who they want. And you leave them alone. If you have to try to take it or steal it, that's what you do. But you don't stop people from running who they want to run. People love Trump. Let Trump ride that train. I promise you, let him alone. If he don't make it in 24, he'll fade away. because the people gonna fade away. Because people only reading people still hanging on the Trump because they know that the election was taken, y'all, and treat him right. And if you go back and check the way Trump was treated worse than the president. I'm just telling you, man, some people just stand forever with people they know is right. And that's what's going on with Trump. It's just that simple. Yep. It's that simple. Yep. So, like I say, man, I ain't trying to stir up no trouble. That ain't who I am, and people know that. But y'all can't do what y'all doing to that guy, man. It ain't right. It ain't right. And I just get frustrated because the way I was brought up and taught that ain't the way it's supposed to be. And some of you preachers, man, y'all sitting back lying all this stuff to happen because y'all gaining from it and just selling the people out, man. This ain't what we was told, man. Once we make it, we wouldn't be sold out by one another. We used to share and love on each other. Now we against each other, man. We're against each other. It's like I said before. Yeah, you got some road cops out here that do wrong, and it's gonna piss some of you off. But give me 3 cops to do that once a year, then give me thousands and hundreds of thousands of people being killed by black folks. And I'm in and on that there. So you can't tell me nothing about white racist cops. First, you got to dress at home, and that's black killing blacks. No one cares about that. No one cares about the killing of the kids. And when the abortion thing was overturned, I told my wife, I said, wow, I didn't know it was that serious. I see why now that they don't care about little kids being killed in the yard by drive-by. I'm just a fair guy, man. Just a fair guy. We got our orders, we got our stuff in wrong place because we want to be in a certain group. We want to be connected to something, but I'm just outspoken. That's why I don't have any friends. I got one friend. That's Mr. Henry. He 10 days older than my mama. And I'm going to tell you, brother, sisters, he's super black. But we ain't never got into it one time. But he did tell me some a month ago. He didn't say he'll vote for Trump. He said, but I know vote for Joe again. Got me, James. It got me. It got me, James. It won't get me again. I don't like what's going on in this country. Now, keep in mind, he's super black. And what I mean by super black, black folks think everything's supposed to be black, and super white, they think everything's supposed to be white. He sure said it. I never do it again, he said. But he didn't acknowledge Trump. He didn't have to. He said, they got me. I didn't know they was going to take the country in this direction, James. I said, well, you voted. But James, I didn't know. I didn't know they were going to do this. I ain't with all this kind of stuff. I just ain't. A lot of you all the same way, but you won't say nothing. I can understand when you're in all these little social groups and stuff, your girls and your boys won't allow you to be a part of it. You just do your voting and you keep your comments to yourself. I'm just a guy, I can't keep it to myself because I love other people. You know, I ain't the greatest speaker, but I just try to let people know how other people thinking. And I can tell you one thing, it's a lot of people tonight think like James. And I ain't talking about white people, I'm talking about black folks that think just like James. That what's going on ain't right. It was better with Trump, but they can't say nothing because they can't be a part of you all. But I got one thing to say, brothers and sisters. If you can't speak who you are and you ain't teaching hate, speaking violence, you don't need to be attached with them people, man. Just that simple. People won't let you be who you are. Don't deal with them. Don't deal with them. Because when you die, you going in that box by yourself. You got to give account to God when you leave here, not them. But anyway, you all go on. Always remember, be yourself and enjoy life. But it's hard to be yourself and enjoy life based on what happened to the greatest president ever. But God got this. God got this. Watch what I tell you. The United States grounds gonna shake. You watch what I tell you. And when I tell you something, I ain't talking about in no months and no years. I speak close. When I prophesy, I'm close. The grounds of America is gonna shake because y'all treating Trump wrong. Let him go. He'll run his course. Let him go. I'm telling you. I ain't the rich guy. I ain't the important guy, but I know what I'm talking about. Let him run his course, and the people will start dropping off if it ain't meant for him to be. Have a great night.